Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. Welcome to One-on-One, my one-on-two today. Two fabulous, talented people in the theater. Charlotte Moore, I want to thank you for joining us, and Ciaran O'Reilly, founders of the Irish Repertory Theater. How you doing?
Doing very well, thank you.
And tell us about this theater.
Well, we started in 1988, didn't we, Ciaran?
We did. We started in 1988.
What are you checking with him for? You know when it started.
Because I'm bad with dates, and he's not. Anyway, we started in 1988 with a checkoff, and we decided to do one play, and it was good and good reviewed, and made 10 cents, and decided to do another one, and that was over 140 ago.
Is it just for people? Because you may not realize, but I am not.
No.
From County Cork.
She's not. Nor are we.
I am not Irish.
Nor are we.
Nor are we Russian. She meant to say we started with an Okasi, not a checkoff.
Not a checkoff, right?
Did I say a checkoff?
What are you doing starting with a checkoff?
I think we should start over.
You're not supposed to do that. Well, you're from County what?
County Cavan.
And you're from?
I'm from Southern Illinois.
Oh, interesting. Cook County, never mind.
Cook County,
that's a totally different story. So right now, I asked how business was, and you said we're selling out. What's selling out?
We're doing a production called Da by Hugh Leonard, which is so hot that we have to have fire engines standing by outside.
Why is it so hot?
It's such a great show.
Now you're performing in it.
I'm performing in it.
And you're
yes.
directing it.
I did.
Did you say they're all men in this?
No. There's 7 people in this. I think it's 4 and 3. 4 men, 3 women.
But didn't you say before you have a lot? Oh, you have a tough cast. Mm-hmm. What makes them tough?
They're Irish. A lot of them were native Irish and from Dublin. Got to be tough to come from there and survive.
Do you think there's something about that? Seriously?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Ireland is not an easy place to be these days, never has been. People have risen above it through history and wars and famine and everything else. Makes them tough, makes them good people, strong people.
Do you need that to run a theater?
Yeah, I'm supposed to show what Charlotte means. She means strong personalities.
Is that what
she means?
No, she said what she wanted to say. Talk to us about, Ciaran, not just your story, but the story of this theater.
Well, Charlotte and I, we founded in 1988.
Why?
Because there was a vacuum. There was a need for, there was not a full-time Irish theatre company in New York City, and God knows with the history of Irish literature and Irish theatre, there deserved to be, and there deserved to be one where people had access to some of the great works. It's in Chelsea, New York, on West 22nd Street. Though it's currently being renovated, and we're now in a different location. We're in Union Square at the DR2 Theatre.
There was a need.
There was a need.
There is a need.
There is a need. Yeah, it's one of the great stories of theatre in the world is the Irish story. There's like all the great playwrights, including William Shakespeare, came from Ireland. Okay, maybe not William Shakespeare, but everybody else.
But you said it's not, and all the notes say this, and everything I understand about it is that it's not just for those who happen to be Irish.
No.
So then how does that
work?
work?
Universal.
If it's for the Irish, if there was a void, and I'm Italian American, you had all kinds of other people who are not Irish, it's for them as well. So then how does that work?
We came to life during a great Irish diaspora. Frank McCourt was writing Angela's Ashes, and lots of Irish people were coming, entertainers were coming to the fore. And the Celtic Tiger was revving up, and there was lots and lots of interest in Ireland, and we were very lucky to ride in kind of on that excitement. And we've kept it, we had a choice, Irish kids had a choice. Go to the pub and spend their money and get drunk and go home and, go to work the next day. Or we wanted them to come to the theater and see the history of Ireland through their eyes, or through our eyes and their eyes combined. And it's a great history, and it's a great theatrical history. As Ciaran said, the great playwrights are from Ireland. Name one, he's from Ireland.
Or she.
Or she.
Or she. When did you know that theater would be your life professionally?
Oh Lord! My first role was as playing a witch on stage, where I had rain and mud and children's blood. That was my first lines. And
How old are you?
I was 3.
When did you know?
I knew when my mother put me on a chair and made me recite "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" when I was 4, in the grade schools around my little town.
Wow.
I can do it for you now.
No, it's okay. We don't have the time. But I'm curious about this, the business side.
Yes.
Right? How challenging?
Extremely. I was an actress for many, many years, on Broadway, off, and television. I made a few movies. Every time a job ends, you don't know where the next one is coming from. Do your best, tell the truth, and wait, and if you're lucky, it will happen.
But this business, the theater business, the economics of this business, I mean, the economics, I always find it fascinating.
Very tough.
I mean, I love this, but this is about 20% of this.
It's called.
Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, show business, and the business part of it is it's really
Do you love
tough.
the business, or you just have to deal with the business?
Business?
I'd say I don't absolutely love it. It's not my first love. Our first love is the performance
Yes.
and the actual. But then it's a huge part of it. It's a huge component. It has to happen.
Describe the business.
So the business is finding people to support a not-for-profit organisation, which it is, because theatre defines not-for-profit, and it needs the support and it needs the help, but it also needs the need, and we feel that
Needs the need.
the need needs to be there for it to exist in the first
You
place.
mean the market?
Yes, the market. It's no use in supporting something where nobody goes. So our theatre is incredibly well supported by people who actually come and see the plays. So we've got a very high level of what they call earned income.
Earned income.
Earned income from, and that's where people sweat on the stage and strut, and people pay to see them, and that's earned. And then there's people who support us to be able to keep us now in our almost 28th year.
Costs a lot of money. Costs a lot of money.
And you don't pay big money for people to
No,
perform?
we don't. We can't. But they love it, and so they come. Wonderful people, talented people, some names, lots of names. They want to come and be on the stage and do serious theater, so they come to us.
For the art?
Yes, indeed.
One more question on the business side. We were talking about getting people to be there, and you told me it was sold out, the play again, which is called?
Da by Hugh Leonard.
I don't know where we're plugging it because it's sold out. But what's interesting about it is we talked about social media, and you said that your audience, does it skew older?
We do serve an older population who come to us, but
So if it skews older, and then you got social media, is there a disconnect there?
Well, we're trying to connect. Every day we're trying to connect on Facebook and on Twitter and on the internet, and we use all of those things. I don't know much how to use them myself, but they are used by our gang, our office.
You have to use everything, don't you?
we
Yes.
do. It's everything. It really is. It's hard, you know.
If you
Copy
don't,
and
you're lost.
media.
Yeah, and real quick, the renovations, how are you paying for that?
We're getting huge support from the city of New York,
All right.
who are doing the bulk of that. So
When's that going to, we're looking at it real quick before I let you out of here, when's it going to be done?
we're going to be done by 2016. By 1 year from now, we will be back in our.
And we're again on in Chelsea,
in Chelsea,
22nd Street.
22nd Street between 6th and 7th Avenue.
Charlotte Moore,
Sir,
Ciaran O'Reilly, not related to Bill over
No.
at the Fox News Channel.
No.
Even though your politics is exactly the same. I'm joking. Not that there's anything wrong with that. The founders of the Irish Repertory Theater, thank you so much for joining us. We
Thank you
appreciate it.
very
We
much.
wish you nothing but the best. Even though I'm Italian American, we wish you and the Irish nothing but
you
the best.
get over there and
Yeah,
see
okay,
it.
okay. Boy, you're very pushy. Stay with us. We're right back right after this. That was good stuff.
One on One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One on One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Virtua, Bloomfield College, PSE&G, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, Cohn Resnick, Fedway Associates, and by the law firm of Gibbons, P.C. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.